So yeah, welcome to EDUSystems Human Resource Software. So in this video, I'll be taking you through how to manage your staff. So like teachers, both teaching and non-teaching staff, we can create accounts for them. So under staff, we have teaching staff, non-teaching staff, assign privileges. So let's start with teaching staff. I'll click on teaching staff. So under this teaching staff now, you can upload the picture of your teaching staff. So let's click on this. Okay, so you select the picture of the staff. Um, you put the name there. So you can have the full name here, or you split it. You put the first name here, and you put other names here, or you have everything here. So the gender, you select the gender. Then the date of birth of your teacher or your staff is not compulsory. And state of origin too, you can put it there, it's optional. Contact address is very important, yes. Uh, so you have the contact address, you have the phone number. It's very important that you put the phone number there. So in case anytime you need the information about that particular teacher, so you don't have to start looking for files here and there. You just uh, come here to uh, check the details here. So that's qualification. Then dates employed. Um, so you put the dates employed, year or session, uh, class basic one. You can see, then category, class teacher. Now, the reason why we have categories, class teacher and subject teacher is because there are some schools, especially the secondary schools, they make use of subject teachers a lot. So, and even if it is primary, some too make use of subject teachers like French, Yoruba, chess, coding. Those teachers are always subject teachers, not class teachers. So those teachers too you can create an account for them. So you assign them as subject teacher. Note, the major difference between subject teacher and class teacher is that class teacher have access to mark attendance, while subject teacher does not have access to attendance. That's the major difference between the two. Class teachers have access to attendance, student attendance, while subject teacher does not have access to students attendance. Because as a subject teacher, all you just need to do is to teach them, then you go to go and enter their scores. But as class teachers, you manage their attendance day to day. So I'm selecting this as class teacher now. Then you assign all subjects for class teacher. Now, you can see when you scroll down, all the ones that you've created will display here. And under each, you have role, picture, full name, privilege, appraiser, detail slash edit, and you have delete. So let me click on submit here. Successfully created. So let's look for it. You can see it's showing here already with a picture. So if you like, you can upload the picture. If you like, you can skip the uploading of the picture. But what is most important is the picture of the pupils. It's very important you have them uploaded because of the report card. So you can see now. That is, you have, these are what you have here. But I want to show you something. Now we need to manage this privilege. But I want to show you, let's do this privilege, let's do it somewhere else. Now under staff here, you have assign privileges. So let's click on assign privileges. Now these are for non-teaching staff. This is non-teaching staff and this is teaching staff. So you can see this is the one we created. Now for the ones that have been created before, you have modify privileges because privileges have been assigned to these ones, but you can modify, which means you can edit. But this one have not been created already, so we just want to create it, we just want to assign it, so we are not editing this one. So for the ones that have been created that wants to modify, for example for this one, let's click on it and see. You can see the students, uh, these are the things that this teacher will have access to. We have access to the students information, save test slash exam scores, verify slash print student results, promote slash demote students. So these are the things that the teacher will have access to. And the teacher is a basic 5 teacher, so he's teaching basic 5. So we have access to all the subjects of basic 5. That is all. Then all right, that's all. I don't want to scroll down because of the something is there that I don't want to reveal, but I will show you that once we get. Okay, so that is that. So let's come and assign privileges here. So for in order to make it easier, what I do is that for to save the to set the password of each teachers or each staff, I always make use of their surname. Yes, you can just make use of their surname as their password, so it's going to be easier for them to also remember. But here, what are the things you want them to have access to? It's not a business of a teacher to set up subjects, set up class, assign subjects to classes, teaching staff, non teaching staff, set up students, but the class teacher can have access to seeing the students information. Take notes, this see students information is only students of that class. Yes, it's only students of that class, which is what basic 1. That's what the teacher will have access to. That's the information of the students the teacher will have access to. So I will select this, save test slash exam scores, I will select this, verify slash print student results, I will select this, promote slash demote students, I will select this. So these are the things that class teacher should have access to. But if it were to be subject teacher doesn't need this, they don't need to have access to this, they don't need to have access to this. It's only class teachers that verify student results and also determine, promote or demote students. So basically, if you are assigning for a subject teacher, only grant them access to see students information and save test slash exam scores. But if that teacher is a class teacher, give them access to number 7, number 8, number 9 and number 10. Then you scroll down, this is the class that the teacher is expected to be handling, which is basic 1. Now take note of this number 14 in red inscription. Now class admin privilege, this one is reserved for head of school like HM, principal or a mini school administrator. Now this privilege gives them is like an admin account. It's going to work like an admin, it's going to appear like an admin account, and you have all these features with the exception of finance. With the exception of finance, it will have all other features. So it's a mini admin that is reserved for head of schools, HM, assistant HM, principal or vice principal. So but for teacher or class, for subject teachers or class teachers, you don't assign them these privileges. Yes. So this is basic 1. Then you scroll down. Now user ID, this one is not editable and is being assigned by by the system. The system generates this number and is not editable. So you are going to be the one to set the password of this particular teacher. So don't forget, this user ID and the password is what the teacher need to enter on the login page in order to be able to gain access to login. So let's scroll up like I said earlier. It's better you make use of their surname. So I'll copy the surname, bring it down here, then paste it here. I will re-enter the password here, paste it here too. Then I'll click on assign. The operation was successful. So I'll click on return. It has returned me here. You can see, you take note of this. Now, this link has been generated. This link has been generated too. So you need to click on this link in order to assign subjects. Now, subjects have been assigned to this class, but you need to assign those subjects to this particular teacher so that the teacher will be able to enter records for the class. So I'll click on this. Now I'll click on check all this so that the teacher will have access to be able to enter record for all of this. So then I'll click on assign. You can see it's showing no subject assigned here. I'll click on assign. You can see subjects have been assigned. All the subjects have been assigned. And if there's anyone you want to delete, you can delete them here. You can see it's only for this staff. So I'll click on return here. So this is good to go. Then for lesson notes, assign subjects. You can click on this too to assign lesson notes for this particular class. So you follow the same steps. You click on this, you click on all of this, you click on all of this, then you click on assign. You can see successful. Then you click on return. So you can see that has been successful. So this stuff is good to go. Yes, it's good to go. And anytime you want to effect any changes, you can still come back here. Whether you have changed this teacher to a subject teacher, you don't want the teacher to have access to all this information, you can do that. You can uncheck this and you come back here and click on assign to update. You can see it has been updated. So you can come back and check this again and you click on assign again. You can see it has been updated again. So you click on back. Now assign have now changed to modify privileges. It was assign privileges before. It has changed to modify privileges. And the reason why it has changed is because we've assigned. So we can now modify. We cannot assign again because we've assigned already. So we can modify the privileges. So, and now let's check something because the name of the teacher is expected to appear on the pupils report card. So we've created an account for basic 1 teacher. So let's come here, student results, basic 1. Now let's check result of any of the students in basic 1. You can see Ms. Eniola Adiola. Yes. So the name of that teacher, of that class teacher is appearing here. So the comment is expected to appear here also. Okay, now let's check something. Let's check for one of those students whose comment. Okay, let's check for Oguntosin Femi. You can see the picture is there. We have records for mathematics and English language. Now we have, this is the teacher's name, this is the teacher's comments. The only thing that is missing here is teacher's signature. Yes, and of course we're going to talk about that in subsequent videos. You can just go and check on our YouTube channel. You have videos on how to upload principal, head of school signature, and class teacher's signature too. So once the picture have been uploaded, then it's going to appear here. Once the picture have been uploaded, the same thing with health teacher's comments and signature, health teacher's signature as well. The signature too will appear here. You can see the special report on affective domain is now appearing here. Report on psychomotor slash skills too is now appearing here. So that is that for um, staff. So now let me take you through non-teaching staff. So it's the same process. You upload the picture, enter full name, or you can enter the first name and you put other names here. Then you select gender here, date of birth, state of origin, contact address, phone number, qualification, date employed, duty slash department, might be accountant, cleaner, driver, whatsoever, or busser. So these are the ones that we currently have. uh, Other than that is non-teaching staff. The full name, appraiser, we have DT slash edit, and we have delete. So that is it. So it's like the same process with registering teaching staff. Same thing with non-teaching staff. So because definitely you assign privileges to them as well. So you can come here to click on modify privileges. Now, what are the things the non-teaching staff need to have access to? For example, if the non-teaching staff, like this one now is the bursar. So if the non-teaching staff is a bursar, need to have access to the students' information, set up school fees, save slash view school fees, then expenses. So those are the things that the bursar needs to have access to. Doesn't need access to this, doesn't need all this one, doesn't need to have access to their subjects or to lesson notes. Then you set a user ID will have been generated, then you set password for the staff as well. So that is that on staff. And we've talked about teaching staff, not teaching staff, and assigned privileges. So in case you have any question, probably something is not clear, don't get confused. You can reach out to us via phone number, reach out to us via social media platform, or even drop comments. You can drop your question in form of a comment under this video, and we'll be here to respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you for using EDUSystems Solutions. We love you.